over in Accused Corner. I'm back over in Watcher of Realms at the moment, and got some new events going on here, or not new, but newish. We have this Celestial Gifts, which includes a bunch of different things. We got the event Sign In, Magic Paint, Scroll Exploration, and Graver's Exhibition, which opens up for 3 days and 13 hours. Bounty Challenge in 5 days and 13 hours, and Abyssal Derby in 6 days and 13 hours. So the one that opened today was the Scroll Exploration right here. And it says complete quest to explore the scroll and claim rewards. As you can see at the bottom on this little meter, there's some really nice rewards that we're going to be able to claim for this. It says tap on the scroll tiles on the left to view quests and rewards. Level up hero 15 times during the event. Okay, we can do that pretty quickly, I think. I don't know how quickly, because in all honesty, I don't know how much XP I have. So what I think I'll do, okay, I have a Nora, and I need to upgrade her anyway. So let's go ahead and just try to level her up 15 times, right? So if we get her to level, I guess, 16, that ought to be 15 times. And that'll be great. And we'll stop there. And let's see. Yeah, that one worked. So we claim this. 10 5-star psychic power shards. Alright, let's get another random one here. It says perform one summon during the event. Hidden within this tile, it's a crystal imbued with powerful spiritual energy, which can be acquired upon the successful completion of the scroll quest. It can offer support to your team. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and use it. We got this Enora thing here. So let's summon one here and see what we get. We got Vortex. Oh, that's really nice. I have a Vortex, and I think I may have him awakened once, and I may not have him awakened at all. But either way, I can use this to awaken him for sure. So that is certainly an awesome one to get. So continue. Okay. Back out of there, and then we get our summoning crystal basically replaced. We used one to summon one. Now we get one in return. So I'm all about it. Spend 20,000 gold during the event. Alright, that should be easy enough. Let's see. Spend 20,000 gold. There are a number of ways we could do this. Time limited raid up for exclusive legendary hero Enora. Exclusive summoning is on. Yes, we know this. Heart of the Volcano Guides collection. The shortcut to clearing the new map in Malric's trial is here. Check out exclusive guides from top players featuring full breakdowns, lineups, and gear to help you easily conquer Heart of the Volcano. Well, there you go. And then we got Fortune Pack. So that's apparently 2 legendary skill crystals and 4 epic skill crystals for 999 W gold there. Interesting. I guess it's Watcher Gold. We could just say Watcher Gold, probably. Alright, so we need to spend 20,000 gold. I don't see anything on that list that I'm interested in, so let's refresh. Because if I could just find something here that I would like, that would be ideal, right? I'm going to refresh for the 3rd time. This is the 3rd pre-refresh of the day. Nothing there, so let's refresh for 500. That'll be the first 500 spent, I suppose, too. Alright, nothing. Try again. No, it's, I would like those auto battles, but I don't know that I necessarily want to pay 6 diamonds for them. I don't think they matter to me that much. We'll just refresh again and throw some more gold at it. That's what we're trying to do anyway, right? It's been a pretty disappointing array of things so far. Consistently disappointing. Not going well on the refreshes. Surely, there we go. There's one. I'll take the auto fight chances for 20,000, or shall we say like 25,000, since I had to refresh a billion times to get there. That's okay. We got our purchase in the black market made. We also have perform one summon, and we got 2 4-star psychic power shards for that. you know what? I better go back and continue on this event instead of claiming that, just in case there's something that I need to do in that regard. Go back down to scroll exploration. We can claim these two summoning crystals for that. And then we'll go randomly over here, clear promotion rate on any difficulty level 10 times during the event. Well, then in that case, let's stop this and this. All right. Clear promotion rate 10 times on any level. There's a couple of possible things we could do, but we're just gonna, let's see. I had written down yesterday what I needed to do things on. But you know what? Let's just go to, okay, we have to be able to do it 10 times. And you know what? I've got enough stamina and stuff. I'll just go all out on something. Thinking it through here. What do I want? Maybe. I tend to have a lot of melee attackers. So I could do that. I wonder how many of each of these things I already have. Okay. So what if I go here and I just check and see? So I only have 26 of those. 82 of those. Four seems low. And 124. So let's get up above 4. Let's do 5 of. Oops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing now. 5 of these would get us up to 54. It's kind of insufficient though. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do. I guess. Yeah, we can get them all up to at least 50. So why don't we actually do 6 of these here? Auto fight 6 times. And then we'll have a look and see where we are as far as that level of different insignias go and what we want to do next. But we'll do that for now. And like I said, I may just want to not claim a lot of things right now, just in case something on here makes you claim the daily or, you know, something like that. Let's play it smart. And maybe I shouldn't do the faction trial or anything like that either. What a place to be. Let's go to storage, and we'll go to the shards, and we'll create a 4-star psychic power shard out of those, or 4-star psychic power token out of those shards that we have there. Let's see here. Kind of just looking at what I've got in the bags. Interesting. And I guess I'll go to the rage. Nope, wrong thing. War room is the one I wanted. Didn't get to do the Drake's Chasm last night because I left. And then it wasn't available. Like the service went down right when I left, and for some reason I guess I didn't notice that they had been going to go down at that time. But it was pretty consistent with when I stopped streaming on this last night. The servers went down, and they didn't come back up until today. So that was unfortunate. I guess I can go to the Void Rift. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go do the campaign while I wait. That seems like it makes sense. That surely won't be part of the things to do. Because if it was, I mean, how could people completed the campaign? Or I guess they could go back and do one that they've already done, but it doesn't make sense. So we're going to assume that's not the case. And go do E2-10. Alright, it is non-stop incubating is the title here, so that seems to be a little bit of a hint about what's about to go on here. So we have giant shielders of the skeletal variety in their heavy armor, and we've got the fallen Templars also in heavy armor, and toxic suicides. They're the ones who throw themselves, well, they just kind of run into things and blow up and leave this toxic waste that continues to cause a problem if you don't kill them. And if you do kill them, then they blow up and they still leave the toxic waste wherever they were. So, we need to do it with 6 or less folks. That's all fine and well. I'm interested in using the tactician, but I think that Honora is probably going to be the better option as far as leveling up goes. I still have some people that I need to spend some time getting into better condition. And by that, I mean a lot of people that I need to spend some time getting into better condition than they are. But for now, we're just going to go like this, I think, as it is. Alright, I forgot to kind of examine things before I did this, but that's alright. I think we'll just put Arrogance here, and then we'll put Edrin beside him over here. And then let's see, what more? I suppose if these guys are coming from here, who knows? Are the trying to think about where the bugs will be coming from. Will they be coming from the top? Or the bottom? Who knows? I guess we can stick Yao Chan out and put her into DPS mode. Now, no, none of the, and I said stun bugs, they're not stun bugs, these are the toxic guys. So, that's something to think about. I'm gonna wait on placing these next people just to kind of see. I guess I can put her out pretty safely. But then I want to check and see where I want to put the next person, because it partially depends on where the guys come from and where people stop and get on a timer and things like that. Okay, so here comes some of the toxic bugs, and they're coming from the top currently. So let's stick him here and see if he can start doing anything worthwhile before they get over here. I'm afraid that's what's going to happen here. He's about to get blown up. So, let's pick him up. Clearly not working right there. Now, I think Cody let me know yesterday that if you pick Laurel up, that counts as her dying. So you can pick her up, and she does her 50% rage regen for all of her allies nearby, even though she didn't actually die. What was that? So basically, you could do that once a minute. So you could pick her up, put her down. It's pretty cool. Well, let's go ahead and speed this up. Nothing seems to really be going. There we are. More guys. Okay, so in order to get him kind of out of... I wonder, actually... Yeah, no, what if I just put him over here? And he can kind of assist when people make it that far. And, maybe more importantly, he can speed up the attack speed of Arrogance, and also himself. Speeds up both, technically. And maybe I'll put Wrath out for the same reason. I could possibly put him closer to that toxic goo right there, but I don't really feel excited about the idea, so why don't I just throw him down here at the bottom, where he can just add to everybody's attack speed than that. Better to be there than nowhere, right? If you guys hear a strange gurgling sound in the background, that's going to be the coffee brewing, so ignore the sounds of coffee brewing. Alright, we got 25 diamonds, 234 XP potions, 1,000 coins, and 10 divine emblems for that. Normal kind of stats. And here's E2-11, which is, I think, what I have to do in order to get to the next step of the storyline. So we have the same kind of thing going on here, I think. It's called Ritual, and apparently this was a boss fight. It says Queen Tarantula. She's a boss. We've had her times before. It says Silk Binding. Uses spider webs to fetter enemies in place and make them unable to attack, which is really annoying. Hardening Shell. When the caster's HP falls down to 70% and 40%, locks the HP and summons small arachnids for 4 seconds. Alright. Devour. Devours small arachnids, restoring the caster's HP by 20% and increasing attack by 20%. Control immunity. She's immune to all crowd control effects except slow. The ruler of the underground. Whoever steps into her territory will suffer AoE damage from a distance, and those who pose a threat to her existence will find themselves ensnared within her meticulously crafted webs, bound tightly until their demise. And then we have small arachnids, which is what she's going to summon. Small spiders, very aggressive, but weak individually. Yes, that is my experience with them. So we'll go to fight. It recommends 183,884. We've got 306,706. So we're well ahead of where we need to be for that. Really been unimpressed with the read so far. I need to do something to him. I probably need to star him up. He does have an artifact on. I didn't know if he did or not. It has a little dot by him like he doesn't, but he does. I could do something. Well, this is already upgraded all the way to 10. And again, I maybe don't want to do anything quite yet, because there may be some quests that require stuff to be done. So we'll wait and just continue in this way. It occurs to me I should have gotten some more auto battle started in the background before I did this, but here we are. Alright. We've fought on this kind of a map multiple times before. Let's put Hedron here. Queen Tarantula will summon small arachnids when her HP is below 70% and 30%. After devouring small arachnids, Queen Tarantula will restore her HP and increase attack. And here she comes. Just walking down the street. Ashes, Hardening Shell. I think we go ahead and switch Dao Chan over to DPS mode. And let's throw Laurel out. And go ahead and ultimate. I don't know why I ultimated Edron, because Edron is not facing the correct direction for that to be useful, but that's alright. I don't think it matters too much. I'll just stick Wrath right on top of her, why not? So I think it's when Hardening Shell completes that she absorbs the guys around her. Let's get him facing that way so that maybe he can help kill off some of these spiders before her spell goes off, which worked perfectly fine. She also webbed him, which is funny, because he is like the least DPS among my guys, so, or at least he was. Let me check. We got 10 diamonds, 2 rare summoning crystals, 234 XP potions, and 1,000 gold for that. And okay, so when I say he's the least, obviously Dao Chan doesn't count in that, neither is Laurel, because Dao Chan and Laurel are both utility. But as far as the DPSers go, I mean, even if I'd gotten him out at a reasonable time, which I didn't, his DPS is thus far fairly negligible. Alright, so we cleared this stage, and we get one mythic extract for that. And rewards to unlock the next chapter, so we get 10 of these legendary summoning crystal shards. Clear XP rate on any difficulty level 2 times. Okay, so let's first get out of here and go accept these background card things. We got 9,360 coins, 4,662 XP potions, 60 of each of the insignia of mages varieties, 60 of the divine emblems. So, very good. Got all that. Now we still need 4 more of something. Let's go see what. Alright, we have 26 of those. Which wrong thing. 82, 64, and 124. So melee attack it is. And we'll do 4 times here. Auto fight. Start this. We only need 27 more stamina for this. I guess I'll go ahead and use some friendship points for it. And then maybe I can click the start button. Who knows? It's a tough one. Start. Alright, minimize. Out of here, and then before I go and do an XP raid twice, I want to go put on some, I don't know, they're like XP gain artifacts. If only I can manage it. Let's go to heroes. And it doesn't really matter, I don't think, who I put them on. Let's go to artifacts. And let's take this one off. And then find, not that. That's not the one, although that's really cool. That's not the one that I want. Equip. Go here. And let's see. I don't know what it looks like. But I'm going to try to find it because it's a thing that only works during XP raids. And it seems like this is the moment. I don't know if it's specific to a particular class. It could be. Well, let's just look through these ones that you can't wear and see if I can find it there. And then we'll know. Okay, here it is. Okay, so it's limited to mages only. Well, we'll go ahead and quick equip them with something then. That's really cool. I don't know if it's what I want on him, but it's what I'll take right now for the moment while I'm doing something else. Alright, so mages. Alright. Trying to think about, do I want, yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and just throw it on anybody that I'm going to bring along. I think that bringing Laurel along is a good idea. Let's unequip her and equip her with not that. I hoped it would just throw the right thing in there, because sometimes it does. Not that time, though. Gotta find the thing again. I'm so not visual, I have no idea. Okay, there it is. So it looks kind of like a 4-leaf clover. Alright, Luck of Tia. Killing an enemy grants an 80% chance to gain 1 random buff. Attack plus 25% or damage plus 25% for 10 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. I don't know if that's actually worthwhile or not. Could have just, hmm, I don't know. Go ahead and equip it. Why not? I'm not going to enhance anything right now because, again, uh, we may have a chance to do that later. Actually, I'm not going to put this on at all. Humorously enough, I've decided it's not going to be good for her. First of all, she's unlikely to be killing anyone. If she killed in her attack speed, okay, yeah. I think I'm not interested. Just, I guess we'll stick that on. That doesn't make any sense though. I don't really have people shielding her, so that's not going to go off at all. I guess I won't stick that on after all. That's such a horrible thing to put on her. What do we have here? Increases the chance of triggering an additional basic attack by 0.2% for every 1% increase in rage. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 5 seconds. That's really cool, but I don't know if I want it for her. So we have a Mario over here. Same thing. Man, what a crazy thing. I guess we can. I don't really care about increasing the crit rate, to be honest. Healing effect. No, that's not very useful. Damage dealt. I'm not really sure how I feel about any of this on here, honestly. We can increase your attack. What would that do, though? Speed, maybe. Damage dealt. Shielding her could be okay, I guess. When attacked, gains a 10-second shield with shield strength equal to 10% of the hero's max HP. The effect can only be triggered 1 time. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw one of these on her. Why not? Alright. I don't normally care greatly if she dies, because it does give a boost to my guys when that happens, but that's okay. We'll do that. Go over to raids and go to... what was it? It was XP raids that we need. So, resource raids, XP raids, we need to do them twice. Looks like the highest I have is stage 7, unfortunately, so let's do the fight. Apparently I have used up some of my points since I grabbed them. Well, let's just throw out a small stamina potion there. Then fight. Alright. I haven't had a lot of room for people in these sorts of fights. If I want to put all of my nightmare guys that I need, 4 of them to get max speed, don't really need those guys. Dao-Chan, though, and I think Laurel might be the better options for those slots, possibly. That seems fine. Alright. Because really, it's not that important. I think I'll throw Arrogance here with Idrin in front of him. And then you can put out Dao-Chan, and that'll get her DPS engine going there. Then I need to start increasing the attack speeds. So next, hopefully, we're going to do Wrath. And that'll bring up Arrogance's attack speed and, of course, Wrath's attack speed. And then we can throw Baron over on this other side. Or we can, I think that's... Oh, we can put him right here? Well, I would, but I shouldn't. If I could have put the rest of my guys closer, then I could bottleneck it and do like that. But unfortunately, I'm not going to let us do that in this. So, alas, alack. Alright, so we did that, giving us like 13,271 XP potions, 1,500 coins, 20 divine emblems, one green guy and one gray guy. And if we look at the stats on that, Arrogance and Wrath did everything because it never got beyond, it never got beyond the first step, I guess, into their hits. So that's, to be expected. Arrogance can hit a little bit further under those conditions. So, alright, complete that. And then the background fight is complete, so let's go check that out. Got 6,240 coins from that, 4,284 XP potions, 40 of each of the insignias of melee, and 50 of divine emblems. Not bad. Let's get out of here and go check on that event. Scroll exploration. We claim our one huge stamina potion. Then we'll go here. Promote any hero 6 times during the event. Okay, sure. Let's promote somebody. I would like to promote Nora, but unfortunately we already have her promoted. Who else would I like to promote? Anyone, really? I'll do anyone. How about that? We have it sorted by rarity. I don't have anybody to start up with. I got Vortex earlier, so I can use him to awaken if something requires awakening along the way. Okay, we've got enough to promote Nocturne. Let's promote him. Why not? Alright, promoted Nocturne up, and that just raised all of his stats. He's kind of cool because he can do true damage. I haven't really used him, but yeah, I may use him at some point. Again, I'm going to wait on claiming those. So we're going to just go ahead on to the scroll exploration again. And, oh, we have to promote any hero 6 times. It's so many times. Alright. So we got Nocturne promoted last time. And now I don't see him. Or I'm blind. Something. Who knows? I'm assuming he's there somewhere. I probably don't have him start as a favorite, so he's not at the top is what's going on. Alright, to promote him again, I would need another 6 runs on the mages insignias. Still may do it, but not right yet. So I feel like we may have some other options to promote. Okay, we can do Lightlock, sure, why not? Promote him up. I use him occasionally. It moves all of his attributes up. And then we have Demos over here. I think that's his name. I used him actually in something, maybe the immortality, like the Immortal Codex. We moved Demos, yeah. Moved all of his stats up a little bit there. Okay, Jorge, why not? Let's promote him. That's like the 3rd one, I think, that was promoted. All of his basic attributes go up. Let me know that's the 4th. I should keep it tally here so I don't go over. Alright, we can promote this guy. I think this guy may be Aatrox. Promote him. And that's maybe the 5th one. I'm not sure. I want to go make certain before I promote too many times. Alright. Yeah, we still need one more guy. Alright, so we were down to Aatrox on the promotions. There is Aatrox. Alright, so we would have to make another run for it to promote him up. So let's go ahead and promote him, because we have those parts already. Alright, that just raised his stats a little. I haven't been impressed with Brunor, but I have used him in the faction trial, so that counts for something. Now let's get out of here and claim these 10... Not real sure what they are. The Master Keys? It says the general item for all gear dungeon challenges. Okay, so it counts for all of them. Can be obtained in gear raid 1, 2, and 3. It won't be removed and can be used only if the dungeon keys are depleted. Alright, sounds good. Now, let's get another random one here. Successfully enhanced gear 15 times during the event. Lucky day for you. This item will double the gold you earn from battles across the land of Tira. Cool, Tia rather, not Tira. That's a different thing. Alright. So we're going to enhance gear. Let's see. What kind of gear do I want to enhance? Let's go that. To the storage. We're going to do this very carefully because I don't have as much gold as I might like. Let's actually start with 4 to 7 and see if there's any of this that I'm interested in boosting up. No, none of that. So, what 8 to 11 stuff? Anything here? And obviously I can't boost that. I suspect there's probably not anything here. I've probably looked at it. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to check, right? Not too many of them anyway. That was a maybe. If I get desperate, I'll come back and do that. Okay. So let's go back to the 0 to 3 stuff. And there's a good bit of it. I think we're gonna start with the stuff at the bottom, and it needed a few different ones. Let's just do these 5, and we'll bulk enhance them to level 4. Alright, and then we'll go over and look at them and see if I like them. I don't like that. No, I don't like any of them. And so, that being the case, I'm going to sell them. Let's go back, bulk sell, with the this level stuff. And I should have just started here from the beginning. So let's sell all that stuff. 36,700 gold, and then go back and look again. What do we have? Let's try some of this other stuff. Okay, I'm going to get a good number more this time. We're just going to go, so I'm going to need to enhance something many times. Let's do 2 lines of it. Bulk enhance up to level 4. I'm an idiot. Enhancing it up to level 4 is all I need to do to count for the thing, right? Cool. Alright. So, go back to events, because I think each one of those will have counted. Ah, yes. Okay. How do I get through life? That's the question. Scroll exploration. Claim that. Alright, gold bonus plus 100%. I think I already have a gold bonus running at the moment, so I don't really need to worry about that. Next, we have clear stages in Gear Raid 3 to obtain 15 pieces of gear during the event. Cool. Gear Raid 3, 15 pieces. Hidden within this tile is a crystal imbued with powerful spiritual energy, which can be acquired upon the successful completion of the scroll quest. Now for support to your team. 15 pieces of gear in Gear Raid 3. Alright, Gear Raid 3, I don't do so well at. Let's go ahead and do it like, we're just gonna, make it simple and do it 15 times. It's 300 that I need. We need 267 more, so we use one of these big ones. And then one of the small ones. And then one of the baby ones. It's like the 3 bears. Goldilocks we are. And start that, minimize it in the background. So that's going on. And then we'll come back. Oh yes, we have to clear the XP rate on any difficulty level 2 times. So, let's see. Let's go back over there. Go to the XP raid and clear this again. We'll fight it the old-fashioned way, as it were. And should be pretty simple. So we throw Arrogance down. Now, one thing I might try this time is to just throw Arrogance down and then bottleneck with Baron, because it occurs to me that I can put them out there that far. At this, in this particular thing in the XP raid. On the other one, I'm not able to. I think because I'm higher level, further into it. But on this one, I can, so I will. And I want to try to get, I think, Wrath out next, just to get the attack speed up on Arrogance. Should have put him back one, to be honest, just in case. That would be important anyway. But anyway. Alright, so we got that. Next. So we got 12,271 XP potions, 1,500 gold coins, 10 divine emblems, and 1 gray guy. Good enough. Alright, so we got that. We also eliminated 2,000 monsters for this other thing. Still gonna hold back on claiming those things for them. Go to events. Actually, those are not done yet, because we have only 3 of 15 of those. So you go to storyline, and you claim this huge stamina potion there. Now, if we own 3 level 55 or higher heroes, we can claim this huge stamina potion here, which we do. Own 9 heroes of promotion grade 5. Yes, we absolutely do. So we claim this Crusader and look what it does. A runestone issued by the guild, possession of which qualifies you to challenge Drake's Chasm. Oh, cool. So we got an extra boss fight. Cool. Automatically replenishes to 2 stones every day. That's very neat. Collect a total of 500 dragon blood from Drake's Chasm on hard or above difficulties. Cool. So we have a free fight, and we could go ahead and go use that, I suppose. Hard or higher difficulty, huh? Well, let's do Nightmare 2. I already have a setup there. So let's auto-fight it and just get that out of the way. And then we'll have this one used. So. Now my understanding is that if you have done your two guild fights in a day, you can then spend another 200 diamonds to do a third one, and then like 400 diamonds to do a fourth one. I don't know what it goes up to after that, or if there's a after that. Hey Dale, how you doing? But certainly you can do it, at least one more time actually makes sense if you're up high enough in the tiers, because you're gonna often get a reward that gives you at least what 200 damage would be worth. So you may as well do it and get some for the guild if you're on the higher level guild bosses, I think. I don't know at what point the returns on that start to be worthwhile. And it may be Nightmare 2. That may be high enough to be worthwhile. Let's go ahead and look at these statistics as they roll by. They're going to actually stay about the same. I mean, the numbers are going to go up, but the positions are going to remain the same throughout on these particular guys, I think. I don't think I did a lot of picking up or putting down. Nobody died. However, now that I know that Laurel counts as dying if you pick her up, things may change in the way that I do this. We'll see. Regardless, we got our 500 blood from the dragon. We can move forward in the storyline. That's the key thing. So we complete that. And click this and claim our legendary extract from that. Reach gold 1 in the arena. We've done that, so we get 50 diamonds there. Clear Tide Wave 40. Yes, indeed. 1 epic skill crystal from that. Obtain 1 piece of mythic gear from Gear Raid 2. Well, that's a little bit of an... Well, it's not an issue exactly. It's just that I already have background fights going on Gear Raid 3. It's just a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance because it would be cooler if it was Gear Raid 3 and then it would coincide with what I'm already doing. But alas, alack. Can't have everything in life, right? 1 piece. Which one is Gear Raid 2? That's the question. Oh, it's that one. No, we hate that one. Okay. I'm gonna look and see what we have. Okay. Well then. Do I want to give this a shot? I have Regulus now. I didn't have him before. Do I want to do anything about that? I don't know that I do. So I wonder if I was putting Camille in because of her shield or for some other reason. I'm not sure. And then also I have to consider the new guys that I have. Do I want to switch anybody else in? Could do. But I gotta consider the pros and cons here. I have a few different options I could switch in. The issue is partially the sandstorm, which does continuous damage throughout the fight. And so you need to be able to withstand that. I currently have Regulus in here, or no, his name is not Regulus, his name is Decimus. I have Decimus in here to throw out and to blow up. The question is, do I want to do that, or do I want to replace him with Regulus and just try to take the hit? Let's try it and see what happens. Let's try also, let's see, what if we replace, okay, I do like the shield that Camille gives. And there's some argument to continuing to use her instead of anyone else. And in fact, I think I will. I'm gonna try something. It may be stupid, but we're gonna try it. We'll see. And so, if we're doing it that way, then I think first we put out him, and then next we put out Camille. And then we're going to put out Do-chan after that, right here. And I faced Camille up very intentionally, so that the only people she can put her shield on and heal are the very front. Yao Chan is going to be for healing everyone else primarily. And let's see if this works or not. Now we have Laurel, and I think that maybe all Laurel wants to do is give Rage Regen to the healers, really. Then I'm going to look at putting Regulus on the other side. And maybe not yet, because maybe we want to hold back until after this, the beatings that ensue momentarily. Actually, should put Arrogance out probably now. So try to beat down this thing. Okay, Laurel died and Camille died. Neither of these things are unexpected. And we'll throw the shield back on Baron. And wait for a moment. Kind of as long as possible. Alright, now we better throw Regulus out. I don't have Camille, and I don't know how Regulus will do, but I feel like he might do okay. I'd like to put Camille back out as soon as possible, but it doesn't make sense yet because I can't, basically. I don't have the ability to do that. Let's throw her out and see if she can kill that. And can Dao Chan? Nah, Dao Chan probably can't keep him alive. Unless he can get that shield on. And that Earthshake's gonna knock him out for sure. So close and yet so far. Maybe. Maybe? Yes. Alright, he did get it off. That's great. It doesn't matter if Xena dies. She gets put out, and then if she dies, it's perfectly fine. Earthshake is done. So we'll throw out Camille and Laurel again. And now we're starting to build up on the ultimates. So we're at 8 of 17 right now. About to have some guys hit there. And now we can, I think, put out Wrath to help here and also add speed, attack speed to everyone. Alright, so now we just have the one guy left. He's going to do an Earthshake, so I'm going to stick on all these things. Earthshake will probably kill off Laurel, and that's alright. Also killed off Wrath, and that's no big deal either. Now he's getting bigger and better and coming at us. So we can deploy 2 people. Let's put, well, hold on, let's see, because I think he goes to the right. Yes, he does. So let's put Xena here to start beating on him, and we'll put Ain here just to bump those guys up when his ultimate goes off. Throw Baron's shield on. Now, from this position, the guys on the right couldn't do anything against the boss. But that's alright. That's why we put Arrogance on the left. Alright, so that went pretty well. We got 30 diamonds, 675 XP potions, 8,200 coins, 1 mythic piece, and 20 divine emblems for that. Let's complete this and see how things are going out there. We obtained a piece of mythic gear from period 2. I think we have to get 2 of those, as I recall. However, I will make sure of that. No, we only need one. Excellent. All right. So we claim that, and we get 20 diamonds. Cool. Obtain 3 stars in stage 11 of Gear Raid 2 or Gear Raid 3. Well, we did that, so we can claim this huge stamina potion. Equip 1 hero with 5 pieces of level 16 gear. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Background fight completed over here. Got us 69,590 coins, 8,280 XP potions, a variety of different mythic and legendary gears, and 120 divine emblems, which should mean that I can come over to the events, go to scroll exploration, and well, I didn't finish them all, it looks like. We got 12 out of 15 of the Gear Raid 3 pieces, right? So let's go back. We need 3 more still mythics. So we could try just doing 3 more. It's that. It's terrible. I hate it. Let's just auto fight this 3 times, see if it works. Alright. We need 51 stamina. Let's just use one of these small stamina potions. And get that, and then start that fight. Minimize, and go back and see what we have to do in the storyline. Alright, 1 hero with 5 pieces of level 16 gear. Alright, he's almost there. What does he have on here? It's a cursed bangle. What if we unequip it, and then equip? I really want it. It really likes that one. Let's unequip that. Alright. It doesn't really matter what it is, because we're just trying to get the credit for this quest. So there we go. We did it all as well. Now let's go storyline. 5 pieces of, it has to be level 16 gear. I don't have that at level 16. What's wrong with me? Some days. Unequip. Do I have any other 16 gear? I don't. It's all less than. So I'll have to enhance something. I don't want to enhance that. Yes, I can. I wonder if I have anything I want to enhance up from lower than level 12. Perhaps. Let's see what we have there. Not really loving it, but I could, I suppose. I guess it's worth it. Alright. Auto enhanced 12. Let's see what it looks like and if I really want to. I really don't want to. It's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna get through this. Alright, auto enhance. Okay, well that's a good attack bonus at least. Alright. Put that on him. There we go. Got it. Alright, we got 150,000 coins, which paid for that travesty there. Clear campaign stage E3-11. I'm far below that. I'm still not even close there. Alright then. Fine. Be that way. Let's go to the shop and see what's going on here. Got a recommended bundle, and what I'm looking for is this ultimate campaign fund, apparently. And we've got 150 diamonds to choose over there. So let's get that, of course. Anything else here? No, that's it. Alright. I think we can safely go claim these gold dragon pass dailies. Make one purchase in the black market of the Golden Association. Sure, why not? Okay, let's see. One thing I have over here is the ability to get a good number of these volcanic, basically the stamina from this thing here. And so, if I start running low, I can always come here and do that. Let's make sure, yeah, I do have the gold bonus running. I thought I did. I don't think I have any way to do an XP bonus right now. If I did, I would. But I don't know that I want to spend 150 coins to do it. 150 diamonds. We got 17,390 coins, 2,070 XP potions, a couple of pieces of mythic gear, a couple of pieces of legendary gear, and 30 divine emblems from that run. Not quite enough to get the amount that we needed. We need one more mythic piece for the scroll exploration. So we got I'm wrong. We got plenty because we got that rare crystal after all. I must have had more than I thought there. All right, participate in the arena 3 times during the event. Okay, I intentionally did not go do that earlier so that we could do it for this. So we've gained 14 of these little arena coins for defending against other players, which is cool. Let's see. We can try Geralt Rivia here. And he has 276,439. It's an AoE DPS challenge. Sure. Give it a go. We probably will not win. I didn't check the BP of the monsters themselves, which was silly of me. Here we are, nonetheless. Let's put Arrogance out as soon as we can. I see that he's got Eagle out. It's a fine idea, and in fact, I had been putting Eagle out whenever I did these, and it's probably the best plan that I could have made, but it's just not the way it went. I chose not to do that this time. Not exactly conscious choice. I just kind of forgot what I was doing, basically. Glanced over them and was like, oh, that's fine. Seems fine. So, I'm curious what they have out of the nature. What is this? Oh, it's Valkyria. Okay. So I've seen Valkyria a few times. She really seems to be quite good for this. She has Radiant Shadow. Increases damage by 45% and enables attacks on airborne targets for 25 seconds. Consumes any shield the hero has at present, increasing attack range by 1, attack speed by 100, and damage by 100% based on the shield strength. Seems pretty awesome, really. I don't have her, so, you know, I can't really weigh in too much. That's what I think, based on observations and reading, you know. Okay, now, we've got this going on. I really want to put out Baron next, but we're getting overwhelmed a little. We're not getting overwhelmed enough, though, for it to be necessary to be crazy, I guess. But I do want to do as much damage to these guys as quickly as possible, because he is beating them on the DPS, and sticking him out not only gives more immediate DPS because of him coming out, but also because it boosts Arrogance's attack speed. And my key players here are Arrogance and Idrin. Combined, they do much more damage than anyone else I have. So it's kind of good to do that. We do need to, blockade this. It's happening here, though. So Baron next, he will also increase the DPS of both Wrath and Arrogance by, again, increasing their attack speed. So he blocks off some people. Arrogance and Idrin can both still hit them on the other side of where he is. So their DPS continues to be effective through him. And so it's just overall works out pretty well. We lost that round. Let's go ahead and blow up his thing just to catch up, because we don't want that going off any longer than possible or than necessary. Let's throw Laurel out there and try to keep in mind and recall that if I pick her up, it will increase everybody's rage by it'll fill it up like 50%, which is very, very good. Let's turn his on, and we're going to go ahead and pick her up for the very purpose of refilling their bars. And that should make it to where we can use Edrin's effect here in a moment and Garen's effect here in a moment. And it may be sufficient to the task. Let's see. Certainly helped a lot. I don't know if it was ideal or not. It's really close. The problem is that that dog up there got by, and only Arrogance can hit it when it's up there. Maybe I should have put Wrath over to the right one, but I really wanted him to be effective there. Not as effective as I would have liked. Actually, I feel like I may have had more success with putting Dao Chan, and I think that may have been the culmination of what I had been doing last time, whether that was, I think that was the day before yesterday, whenever I was doing arena fights last. That may have been the way I did it. So, what if we throw her out, and I think I missed. I put her in the wrong location. How silly. Alright, well, regardless, I'm just putting her out to pick her up so that we can get their things off. Because again, this is really just all about doing the damage faster than they do. Just trying to burn down their base. Alright, so that was Geralt Rivia, 276,439 BP. Not the best showing for me, but it worked. Alright, we got 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 5,000 gold for that. Looking at the stats, it's exactly as you would expect it to be. Close that, get that back. Definitely thanks for the tip on Laurel, because I wouldn't have won without doing that, I don't believe. That was first time we did that. How many did we need to do? 3 times, I think you said? Okay, so we need a couple more. Oh, something has changed. Maybe I went up a tier, and so now I've got a new list. I suppose that's what happened. So we're in gold 3 right now. And I think that I'll go against Dachshund. Nice. Dachshund. I'm going to switch her out for Dao Chan. I think, so the thing about Dao Chan is that she has this ultimate here. She has the Serenade of Hope. That's the one that heals them. It's heals and protects allies, sure. But her other thing that she has is the Song of Sorrow. Stance that continuously strengthens allies. And so if you look over here, let's see there, I think it's this right here. Serenade of Hope continuously applies physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction to allies in range. Song of Sorrow continuously applies penetration increase to 2 other non-healer allies with the highest attack in range. Alright, so the 2 guys who have the highest attack get this. And it ignores 20% of defense and magic resistance. So it helps them get through. And, because we have it bumped up here, it does pretty well. This other thing, look, I don't have that leveled up yet. It's been 11 seconds after switching stances. Basic attack inherits half the effect of the previous stance, and it can be triggered up to 1 time every 60 seconds. Her other, this AoE heal, Serenade of Hope periodically applies attack-based healing 3 times to all allies in range, and Song of Sorrow grants 25% inspiration to all allies in range. Inspiration increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack. While this effect is active, other buffs affecting the inspiration will not take effect, and the caster is immune to the buffs. So, anyway, it's increases their penetration, and it gives them inspiration. So, it increases the amount of damage that they end up doing to the creatures, which is nice. I don't know. I think that it's going to be better than Laurel's rage boost. I can't say for sure, but I think so. And you know, you can switch back and forth from healing to that if you want to, and soften the case that you do want to. But I feel like maybe we go that direction. I think I tried Edril, and I think that what ended up happening was that she was kind of insufficient to the task. So let's do that and give it a go against this, which is 241,469, meaning the guy doesn't have any bombs, just all of his guys are at that level. Which is good, because you're less likely to just get blown out by him dropping one thing and it just slaughtering everything. It doesn't mean it won't happen, but it's less likely to happen. Okay, so we throw Arrogance down first. Because he's the highest damage dealer that I have. So he gets first dibs on these guys. And we'll put her down second and throw her into her DPS stance. Try to get these guys dead as soon as possible. Now, what does he have? This is Morrigan. So he put Morrigan down first. That's interesting. I don't, my Morrigan is not that good yet. She's not a Waygender at all or anything like that. So she's not a great example. Oh, this guy, Absent. You know, Absent, I feel like he's okay, but I don't think he's that great. Now I want to try to get Edrin out next because of his damage dealing. We need to get some more damage on the board. And he's also a blocker, so we got two things going on there. Damage dealing and blocking. They're definitely beating me thus far pretty handily. But not much to do about it, so let's double time this and try to get what I want to get is Baron out next. And again, that's to block and also to increase the speed of my my Nightmare faction. Okay, they're not quite there yet. Okay, now. Gotta try to hit these guys as much as possible and get this moving as quickly as possible, because this demon, he does so much damage to the face whenever he's active. I mean, he's blowing and going over there. I don't want to fight that guy, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Got Wrath over here just waiting to be put out. Alright, so we got that one. Okay, we got a victory against Doxon, 241,469 BP on that guy. I'm going to go ahead and upload this as my offense, even though I don't necessarily want it as my offense. I just want to not have to keep switching to Dao Chan. We got 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 5,000 XP potions for that. And stats. Okay, so on his side, Morgan just did great. Next is whoever that bronze person is there. Oh no, actually, sorry, Absent actually was next. Interesting. That doesn't bode well for a bronze guy. And then some girl with weird face. 2 girls with weird face. I think second one is the healer tab, probably. I don't know. No idea. Maybe that one didn't come out. I'm not sure. Alright, so that was 2 arena fights, I believe, down. So we've got one more. Journey stage 50 times finished. Alright. The next guy, I guess, is going to be this Relar if I want to do that. 350,000 is going to smash me. Actually, let's refresh. We have a refresh up here. Let's do it. See if we get anything a little more reasonable. We did. We've got Russian guy here who has 300,195. That's much less bad. I mean, it may be more bad. Who knows? But it appears to be less bad. And his monsters do tell the same story. Their VP is also 300,195, indicating no real bombs. Let's go for it. Start. Alright, again, we're going to be throwing Arrogance out as our first move. And then probably Dao Chen next. I don't know, actually, if Dao Chen is the next right answer. Maybe I should put... The only reason that I think Dao Chen would be next here is because she can go up much faster than anyone else. Because otherwise, I would just put Wrath out next. Because putting another Nightmare guy out boosts his attack speed so much that it's, you know, it feels like it's not the worst idea to do that. Now, it looks like he has some things that it's like Sun Wukong. Yes, it is Sun Wukong over here. He's crazy. Like, he gets all these little mini-me's that he gets to put out, and he's got Splitting Hairs, deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy and inflicts stun. He's really pretty good. I don't know. It would be nice to have Sun Wukong, but I mean, I'll take what I've got. I'm not complaining or anything crazy. I'm just saying, he's nice. So I'm gonna wait on Idrin, because again, I want that DPS. He doesn't do quite as much as Arrogance does in this, I think, but he does a good bit. I'm not complaining, is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna go ahead and use his thing and try to recover as quickly as possible from our situation here. It worked okay. Now if we can get Baron out next, that'd be phenomenal. And we can, so all is well. It's very good. We'll block things a little better. Who we have over here? We got Maul and Malvira. Okay, Malvira has Call of the Reaper. Pulls up to 6 furthest enemy targets in range toward the hero, then consumes all the hero stacks. You know, I want somebody to pull stuff to them. That would be phenomenal in here, because that way if somebody got by, you know, she could pull them back, right? I don't know how far. I wonder how far the range goes. It's got a little plus sign, and I'm never sure how big that goes. For each stack of resentment consumed, increases final damage by an extra 20%. After casting the skill, increases the hero's block by 3 for 10 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Malvira. Okay, she's some kind of lord, I think. Alright, Maul we know. Deals 900% AoE damage and knocks back the ground and moves with 2 times strength. Also cool. Lots of kind of crowd control stuff going on there, if you want to call it that. Pulling things around, knocking things back. All very cool. I like it. I'm going to try to keep up, but realistically, again, he has significantly more VP on his guys than we do, so it's possible that we can't keep up with the DPS, but right now we're winning that fight at the moment, but barely. So let's see what happens here. Okay. On the next round, next wave as it were, and I'm going to double time it and try to hopefully get Idrin's thing, Baron's thing, and blow these guys up as quickly as possible. And maybe I did that too soon with Idrin's. Might should have waited for more to be in here. Definitely should have waited for more to be in here. It's okay, because we got it faster than they did. It would feel more comfortable if we'd gotten it even faster than that comparatively. But we've still got this, because I don't think they can recover. so that was a victory against someone who has 300,195 EP there. Let's go ahead and save that as the auto fight for now. Alright, we got 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 5,000 XP potions. Let's check those stats and look at what they've done over here. Oh, wow. Okay, so the mall did very well. Followed by Sun Wukong. I feel like maybe their Sun Wukong isn't as leveled up as he could be, because I've seen him do crazy DPS before, and him being in line with Maul makes me think maybe they just recently got Sun Wukong and he's not really ready for this yet. Their Malvira, or whatever her name is, did almost as much as Sun Wukong, which is kind of crazy. Not quite, but almost. Alright, cool. And I think that was the 3rd arena fight that I needed to do. So, we're going to get out of here and go over to... Hold on, what do we got here? We need a scroll exploration, and we can claim this 200,000 coins. And then click here. We got clear any stage 20 times during the event. Huh. 20 times, huh? We get 50 diamonds. Alright. Any stage. Well, I don't want to go to that. Let's go back to the storyline. Ah. Okay. That's a possibility. Let's check the mine real quick and see what we've got there. We've got 2,900 gold, 2,200 XP potions, 23 stamina, 1 diamond, 1 auto fight chance, and 2 mithril. So maybe we can kind of double time this situation by going and doing some raids. We can spend a little bit of stamina potions if needed. That's fine. What kind of raids do I need? Who do I want to level up next? I think Anora is going to be the one. But what do I need to do? I can run some XP raids, because I'm certainly going to need some XP. I feel like I might need some XP doublers before I do that. I may look around. Root refreshed over here, but he doesn't have anything fun and exciting, so we won't go to him. Or get anything. We did go to him. Let's see. Today is Thursday. I've done all of these things in a Friday. Today is Friday. Who knows which day is? Okay. So this is an XP doubler, and it doesn't use any of the same things as that. Maybe it makes sense to get this. I think it does. Okay. Let's get this. And that'll keep our ratios of items similar to, which isn't a bad thing. So, we got that. It's turned on. Now let's go do some XP raids. I don't really want to do 20 of them. But we'll do some running in the background while we do the storyline. So what if we do like 15 XP raids? That seems like it makes some sense. Alright, auto fight. And we'll say 15 times. And we need so much. So very much stamina for all that. Alright, so we would need to use 2 of these guys. And then we can use... We're going to use a couple of these as well. And then get out of here. And... Oh yeah, auto fight. Oh boy. Pressing start is tricky, guys. You don't have to know that. Press start. There we go. Alright. back out of there. We'll have a little bit left over. We should. That being said, we're going to use some as we do the storyline. So, you know, we may or may not be able to get through all of them. It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and start here. I feel like we're going to get rewards as we go, and that may kind of cancel each other out, balance each other out. Dill says Malvira is one of the only defenders that actually does damage. Yeah, no, it looked pretty cool. I kind of was impressed with Malvira. I would like to have for some time. Dill says washing dishes, like mood engaged. Excellent. Excellent. Dishes are important. All right, we got the elite draw, the plated Komodo, and the scale Kinsham here. And maybe I should actually look at the map for a second. Okay. They have 2 portals oncoming. We've got 1 to defend. Okay. Should be fine. And the BP that they are requesting is much lower than what we have. Alright. Let's go. We want to clear the stage with no more than 6 heroes in our team, and also we want to clear it with our soul shard intact, which is as usual, right? I think that I may do something a little, you may think it's a little weird, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Is it? You know what? Let's just do it the kind of normal way instead of being weirdos. Go that way. And then we shall put Jan out and throw her into DPS mode until such time that we need to do things differently than that. And then we have Laurel. We can stick right here, facing the other way. Cover everyone that way. And here comes a I don't know, shaman or something like that. Let us throw Wrath here. Revenor just won a 5-star hero, Anora. Congrats. You know, I've never tried to actually type during the fight. Oh, look, you can. Oh, cool. Let's congrats him. Alright, let's also double time this, because, man, come on, let's move along here. Alright, where shall I put my dude? I may as well put him out somewhere, right? Let's stick him right here. There we go. Now we can speed this up a little bit more. What's bad is when you do the double time speed and the guy's still, like, just ambling along, you know? Alright, we cleared the stage. We got the 6-man team. Alright, level 51 increases our stamina max by 3, which I enjoy. And we got 50 diamonds as well for that. For rewards, we got 25 diamonds, 456 XP potions, and 1,000 gold. As for stats, I think it looks about as you might expect it to. Complete. Background fight is also complete over there, which is cool. I'm not going to claim it quite yet, because we're not, we may as well make it to stage 5, and then we'll have done our 20 places, so. Whoa, we have so much stamina left right now. Maybe I do want to go claim it and start another set of stuff going in spite of everything. I'm hesitant to claim the harbor because I feel like that may be something that comes up. So maybe I don't do it yet. We got 22,500 coins, 373,900 XP potions, 270 divine emblems, various green guys and various gray guys. Now, we can go ahead and sell some of this stuff. No, we can't. Never mind. Never you mind. Alright. Click OK. And then, yeah, I think we'll go do some more of these XP raids because we have so much left of stamina. We won't do too many. Let's do 3. And then when we finish this level that we're on right now, we'll be able to complete that event quest over there. Alright, so here we have 2 portals to defend. They've got 4 oncoming. They've got Elite Rock, Scalekin Shamans, and Plated Komodos. Should be fairly straightforward and simple, I think. So let's go ahead and do it. So it says the healing effect of something is not supported by crits, and I thought it said by Chris for a minute, and I was like, I don't even know Chris, you know? I don't even know him. So weird. Alright, sometimes, man, I glance at something, I'm like, totally read that wrong. But what fun it would be. Alright, so we've got Arrogance and Wrath out. We've thrown Dachan out for her DPS mode. We're gonna throw Laurel out next to hit from the top with her increases to Rage, which is always nice. Could have thrown her down at the bottom beside Dachan, and it would have helped with her healing as well. And that would have been smart, but apparently smart is not what I'm doing at the moment. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you go that way, sometimes you don't, right? Let's get Wrath out here. Let's put him, where do we want to put him? It doesn't really matter. Let's put him behind Atron. The key thing is getting that attack speed boost to Arrogance and company. So Rule just want a 5-star hero, Edith. I don't know Edith. Maybe Edith is phenomenal. You don't know. Could be. I need Greed's range to be increased a little bit. By one little square to the north would be great. Okay, I'm going to double time this. Alright, we got 25 diamonds, 456 XP potions, 1,000 coins, and 10 divine emblems. Complete. And then we'll go back out and go claim our background stuff over here. Got 4,500 coins, 74,790 XP potions, 50 divine emblems, a few green guys, and a couple of gray guys to add. So, go there, go over here to events, and let's go to scroll exploration, where we can claim 50 diamonds for clearing any stage 20 times. How about this corner? And in this corner, we have clear stages in Gear Raid 1 to obtain 15 pieces of gear during the event, and for that, we will get a rare summoning crystal. Alright, I'm going to pause for a moment to claim these items here at the bottom meter, which so far we have 100 diamonds, 1 rare summoning crystal, and 1 double gold bonus token. So, let's get that. Then we go to clear stages in Gear Raid 1 to obtain 15 pieces. So let's just do 15 auto battles, and it won't be enough, but let's do it anyway. I like it. We need 215 more stamina, so we use one of these guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and use, you know what? I'm gonna use some friendship potion, tokens for the rest of that. And that'll give us a little bit extra. Let's click start this time. Don't fail to click start afterward like I sometimes do. Don't be me, guys. Alright. Okay, so we'll go back to the storyline over here. And got about one more of these that I can do before I've got to go run and get some real life stuff done for a little bit, and then I can get back. Hey. Alright, so clear campaign stage E3-11 is what her thing is, but of course we are on campaign stage E3-3, which is not the same at all. Alright, so we have here 2 portals to defend. They've got 2 portals oncoming. They've got Elite Jira, played Komodos, and Scalekin Shamans that's going to be oncoming. Alright, we're going to try to do this in level 6 heroes. Should it be not a problem, I think. Let's go ahead and start this fight. Welcome back, Dale. And then I think we'll just throw out... You know what? I'm going to do it. It's a tricky thing because I want to put him as close as possible to the... You know what? It'll be fine. Put him here, and then we'll put Idrin on the other side at the front, and then Wrath beside. It feels like maybe that will help. I don't know. I really think that probably between Arrogance and Idrin, it'll just knock these guys out very quickly, and there's not really any need to worry about placement of Wrath. But I also feel like maybe he'll get a hit in now and then, and it could be helpful. Obviously, I should have put Arrogance on the left and Idrin on the right, but oh well, that's okay. I think I'm going to put Wrath out next. I want to put Low out next. I'm going to put... Here comes a lumbering lizard. That's what this should be. Alright, let's stick her out. And once we get some of this crew in a little deeper, I'll use Idrin's ultimate. Assuming that any of this actually gets in a little deeper, you know, that's really the question here. Will that happen? Probably not. They did. They made it. All is well. And now we have a Scalekin mage of some kind over there, thinking about what he wants to do. His life decisions are being made even now, and he chose wrong, alright? He had one decision to make, attack or don't attack, and he's like, I'm going for it. YOLO, man. Akira just won a 5-star hero in Nora. Let's congrats them. Why not? Alright. So, oh, there we go. Pearl's Rage Regen. We haven't played. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. These guys, they walk a little slow. They're incoming to their demise, and I feel like they could do it a little more quickly, is all I'm saying. Alright, we're on the last little run of them right now. So, there's that. Okay, excellent. Alright, for that we got 25 diamonds, 456 XP potions, 1,000 gold coins, and 10 divine emblems. Alright. I want to see... Yeah, I mean... Wrath did a little bit. We did get a couple hits in. I see that we now have 200 stamina that we can claim. Can't do it quite yet. I'm going to come back over here and claim these 3 rare summoning crystals from the chapter prior. And then pop out of here. Because, as mentioned, I've got to go do some things. It shouldn't take me too terribly long. I would think like at most an hour, but it's hard to say for sure. So, regardless, I should be back. You know what? I'm going to say it may take longer. Actually, it may be more like an hour and a half. I'm uncertain. Either way, it has been a pleasure streaming with you guys. I'm so glad to chat with you all. And hopefully you'll be here when you come back later. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see when I go live. Hopefully, I'll see you when I get back. Bye for now.